Hello, 7th grade. This is lesson 5 in vocabulary, and I'm on page 19. This is an analogy lesson, so I will explain some of the analogies when we get there. Make sure to have your little cheat sheet out. It'll help you a lot. And also, even though I go through this lesson, this doesn't take the place of question and answer. If you have questions about the analogies, please ask me, all right? I want to help you on those. But this would give us, if you watch this gives us more time to spend on the things that you truly have questions about, all right? So, our first word is affiliate. Now, it can be pronounced affiliate, or it can be pronounced affiliate. If it's affiliate, it's a noun. If it's affiliate, it's a verb. All right? So, let me explain what it means. An affiliate of mine might be another person who's a member of the same organization that I'm part of. All right? Or a special group, like a national teachers of English or something. Another person of that group might be an affiliate. All right, and I would say an affiliate of mine also believes such and such to be true. All right. When I affiliate myself with them, I'm part of that group. I'm making a connection with that group. I'm saying I am connected with them. I'm part of the same group. I'm affiliated with them. All right? Now, we want to be careful with that because sometimes we're judged on the basis of those with whom we affiliate. All right? We're judged on the basis of those with whom we affiliate, with whom we claim a connection. All right? So we want to be careful. Okay? Encumber is the next word. Encumber is a verb, I believe. Yeah. Encumber is a verb, and if you are weighed down with pressure or stress, I got a lot of homework, I have other responsibilities, you might feel like a weight on your shoulder. You may feel like you're encumbered with a lot of weight from stress and that sort of thing. So encumber means you're feeling some burdens, all right? Feeling just weighed down. You're encumbered. And when you're weighed down, you feel like, you just can't do your best, right? So encumbered, we would use that when we want to talk about or express, instead of saying, well, somebody feels bad. Somebody feels encumbered with extra pressure put on by, 5 tests coming up next week. Okay? That would add a lot of stress, right? So encumbered, a verb. Exalted is our next word. And exalted is an adjective. Okay? And if you are exalted, yes, you're just can't express how much joy or happiness. You're way excited. You're exalted. It can also be when we exalt God during worship, during chapel. Hopefully, in everything we say and do, we exalt His name. That means we put it higher. We elevate God above everything else. We put Him at a higher level than anything. We exalt him. Now, that's the best example. Sometimes a person might be exalted to another position in a company or in society. All right? Nothing, obviously, on the scale as my first example, but that's what part of the meaning, okay, of the word exalted, adjective. Okay? Invariable. Invariable. I'm sorry. It's invariably. Invariably. And we have an adverb. Well, they don't happen very often in this book, but invariably is an adverb. That ly ending gives it away. Okay? Now, so the ending gives us the part of speech. The suffix gives us the part of speech. In makes it the opposite. What we're left with in our base word is very. So basically, invariably means it's not going to change. It's not going to vary. Okay? So what are some things that happen invariably? Well, during the school year, I would say vocab. Every week you'll have some sort of vocab, right? That happens invariably. It doesn't vary. It's going to happen. The lesson might vary, but it's going to happen. Okay? It's a constant. It's something that, boy, it's always going to be during the school year. Okay? Something on maybe a better example would be God's love for us is invariable. It's not going to change. It is constant. It is a sure thing always. And we can be unencumbered by the stress of this world because God's love is invariable. All right? He's going to love us invariably. Okay? Let's see, our next word. Oh, now come on. You should recognize this next word, plausible. Remember in short story, in characterization, when discussing characterization, we talked about plausibility. Well, this is just the adjective form, plausible. All right, and it's an adjective, and so it means possible, possibly true. Okay, it could be true. It could be. Okay, we talked about it with characters in stories, but you can use plausible for other things as well. For instance, it's plausible that we could have snow in the near future. Looking at those clouds this afternoon, I was thinking it was going to snow tonight, but it's plausible. Okay, getting close to October, you know, we do get snow, so it's possible. It could be true, could happen. Okay, that's plausible. Pompous. Pompous is an adjective, and a pompous person thinks a lot of themselves, and they're going to tell you about it. Okay, they may think themselves very classy, very dignified, and they're going to tell you all about it. All right, overly so. All right, to the extreme. They kind of like, a pompous person kind of likes to hear themselves talk and think a pompous person thinks they have all the answers. All right, that's what pompous means. If we break it down, pomp means a lot of frills and a lot of hoopla. All right, and a lot of overexcitement, and so a pompous person is overexcited about themselves. All right, and they're going to share that with you. Okay? Portly. Portly is an adjective. And they're saying, oh, ly ending, Mrs. Hollenbeck. Well, that's true. But in this circumstance, I could think of another one, like lovely. It's an adjective. Okay? You can't do something portly. Portly describes a person. Now, portly is generally a term that would be used to describe a man, and a man who is perhaps a little bit overweight. All right? If they have kind of a protruding midsection, it might be, the gentleman might be described as portly. Okay? When we read, 7th grade, when we read A Christmas Carol, we read it in a play form. One of the characters is the portly man. Okay? Well, he's the one who's a little robust. He's a little chunky. Okay? That's portly. All right. It's kinder connotations, though. Instead of Sam describing Bill like fat, you know, portly is a kinder way. It sounds a little more dignified, doesn't it? Okay? Proximity is our next word. Proximity is a noun, okay? And proximity means nearness, all right? So, the book case, its proximity to me is about, I don't know, it's about 3 feet away, 4 feet away, okay? That's its proximity. We might describe or be concerned about the proximity of another school that we have to travel to for sporting events, okay? We might describe their proximity with regards to a landmark that people might recognize, and to describe how near they are to that landmark in order to give directions. All right? So proximity has to do with nearness, a distance there. Okay? Rejuvenate. Rejuvenate is a verb. Okay? And rejuvenate, hopefully your weekends are not like mine. Usually they are not rejuvenating. Rejuvenate means you get revved up again, you get the energy going, you rejuvenate, you get just some energy back, and energy to be active again. All right. Sometimes when you're down, you're sick or something, you need rest and relaxation in order to rejuvenate. All right. In order to gain back some energy and some vim and vigor. All right. That's rejuvenate as verb. And let's see. Let me explain a little bit more. Let me go back to that word, because is that do again. That's a prefix that means do again. Juvenate, we see the word juvenile in there, a juvie, all right? That means a young person. So basically, feeling young again, all right? Feeling young again, getting that energy back like a young person would have, okay? I think that help you with the definition a little bit better, all right? And then the last word, unprecedented. Unprecedented is an adjective, all right? And let's take the un off, all right? And the ed makes it a specific type of adjective. It makes it a participle, where it kind of looks like a verb, but it's really an adjective, all right? But let's take a look at the noun form. Precedence. Precedence is like a previous example, okay? The courts the judges in a court of law base their judgments partly on precedents. Our laws are based on precedents, and the judgments are based on previous examples or precedents. All right, so the judge is in a case where somebody robs a convenience store, and he's going to sentence this guy, and he's looking at precedents. Okay, when was another case where a guy robbed a convenience store? Is this similar? Can I follow precedents and give him the same treatment, okay, or the same sentence? All right, that's precedents. Now we're going to stick that "un" in front of it, and that means no previous example. We don't have any previous example. If it is unprecedented, it's never happened before. And so there's no previous example to look at. It's unprecedented. All right? Michael Phelps, his performance in the Olympics was unprecedented. Nobody has ever accomplished what he has. All right? No previous example. All right, those are our 10 words. Now, if you will, boogie on over to page 128 with me. There are a couple that might give you a little bit of a challenge. 4 of them in particular. The others are pretty easy if you use your sheet and your lesson. Because some of the words are in lesson 6, I might explain those a little bit more just to help you out. So, number 1 is one of those examples. Atrocious is an adjective. Bad is an adjective. Now, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, atrocious and bad mean pretty much the same thing. But let's think about this. If you got, well, let me back up, rewind. Would you rather receive a bad grade or an atrocious grade? Would you want to explain a bad grade to a parent or an atrocious grade? You can see, while they're equal in meaning, atrocious, oh, that's a little bit harsher. There are connotations that go along with that word that make it stronger. That is an example of degree. They mean the same thing, basically, but the one word has stronger emotions attached. It is much more forceful, all right? So it's going to be degree. That's a give me. Okay, I'll give you that one. All right, move on to number 2. It requires some explaining as well. Compassion, you should know what that word means, is a noun. Suffering is a noun. Okay, well, we have a lot of choices when we have a noun and a noun. So let me give you a sentence. When the missionaries saw the suffering that the people were enduring, they were led to compassion for these people. Okay. Use that sentence to try to help you figure out the relationship. All right? Number 3, deteriorate is another word in the next lesson. It's a verb. Improve is a verb. Okay? Her health began to deteriorate when she got older. Her health began to improve as she got older. Think about it. Number 4, insipid is an adjective. It's another word that will be in our next lesson. Flavorless is an adjective. Boiled potatoes are insipid. Boiled potatoes are flavorless. Okay. Number 5, loathe. This is a word in lesson 6. Loathe. Dislike is a verb. So loathe is a verb, dislike is a verb. I'm going to tell you, they're like this, but let me see. How about Brussels sprouts? Do you dislike Brussels sprouts, or do you loathe Brussels sprouts? Okay? If you're like me, you love Brussels sprouts, but put in whatever vegetable you don't like. Okay. Number 6, painstaking is an adjective. Embroidering is a noun. All right. Painstaking is an adjective. Embroidering is a noun. You don't even have to know what painstaking means, but the relationship you should be able to get, because anytime we have an adjective and a noun, it can only mean one thing. Number 7, plausible is an adjective. Certain is an adjective. Now, think about what they both mean. Kind of similar. Alright? It could snow. It's certain to snow. Alright? Think about it. Number 8, pompous is an adjective. Humble is an adjective. You should get that one. Number 9, portly is an adjective. Stout is an adjective. And number 10, rejuvenate is a verb. Vacation is an object noun, not a person noun, an object noun. Now I want you to ask yourself, what is a vacation meant to do? All right? Think about that, and maybe that'll help you find, along with your cheat sheet, maybe that'll help you figure out the relationship. Please bring any questions you may have, all right? And I'll see you in lesson 6, all right? Good night for now.